What's going on, guys? And today we got another video. Today we're doing a video again on center. I promise you all my videos will be on center, but I've got a very few amount of spots left to do. So if you do want to find more spots that are on center, look at my previous videos. There's tons, don't you worry about it. You got mesh spots, you got kind of what rat holes, just normal base spots, alpha spots, whatever you want. Even base builds are on here as well, so make sure to go check out my previous videos. Also, if you want to go check out my Discord that I have, I'm pretty active on there, so if you want to ask me any questions or anything to do with any videos or even video ideas, just talk to me on there and I'll get back to you as fast as I possibly can. Also, I'm happy to kind of say to you guys that my channel is actually growing. So I appreciate everyone that does subscribe, likes, comments. Like, it does mean a ton to me. But enough of that. Let's get straight into it. So we need to come to the first little base spot on this list, which is right next to Red Ob. So it's a pretty small kind of base spot. So what you want to do is you want to come up from the hill from Red Ob, come over this little lip, and there's like a little hole in the ground right here, which is pretty mad. It goes pretty deep, so no one really comes here. I've got to admit, no one really kind of comes here because it's not somewhere that you'd kind of build a base, which is kind of good because no one's going to think for you to build down here. You want to kind of get a cliff, maybe a cliff plat with some turrets on it, paint it black, kind of blend it in a little bit because it is super dark down there. But yeah, so what you want to do is you want to come to the coordinates 10.3 latitude and 58.4 longitude, basically where it is, and it's not much more than just a hole in the ground. But the reason I've added this is because of how deep it is, and you can get maybe like 2 or 3 stories on here and still be about halfway up, and for people to not even see you. So try not to make it too obvious. And if people do go by, they're not really going to look down this ditch unless they've never seen it before, and by then they're going to get lit up by turrets and most expectedly die. You also got the red ob next to you, which is absolutely amazing. So yeah, that's it for this spot. Let's head over to the second spot on this list. Alright guys, so we're at the second base spot here, and it's by the center island, basically the normal land side, not the snow side, and it's behind this little waterfall. This waterfall is located at 38.7 latitude and 39.3 longitude. As you can see here, the reason I picked this spot is because you can just cannot see past this waterfall. I'm not too sure if you have turrets up, you can see the little red beam that they have on them. But for just normal base kind of spot, this is pretty good. You can get a cliff plat here if you wanted to, with a load of turrets, and they're not even gonna see you, not at all. They have no chance of seeing you through this, unless they come from like the sides, as you can see past. But from just kind of wandering right past this, there's no way they're really gonna see you here. The only kind of weakness is you can see pretty well through this side, but apart from that, it's super hidden. You can get a good, yeah, like I said, a good little cliff plat here, load of turrets. You just got to test it out. Make sure to get some turrets underneath, just so people can, if they do find it, they can't just kind of come up and blow it up. But yeah, overall an amazing base spot. I highly recommend it. Again, Centre Island at 38.5 latitude, 39.1 longitude. Definitely go check it out, especially the more base locations that are around here, the more they're getting found. So yeah, let's head over to the third base location on this list. Alright, so we're at the third base location on this list, and I highly recommend this base location just overall. It's got a lot to offer. I hid down here on small tribes for a while and never got found, but it's just a bit annoying because you do freeze to death, as you can see bottom right. It's freezing, so you are going to need fur. Flak won't do it, hide won't do it. You are going to need fur to sit down here, but this isn't the spot. So you can't build it here on official like I have, so I had to build in front. But if you're on a dedicated server, you can build right back here, which is super good. As you can see, you can get a decent sized cliff plat here, and it won't go around the opposite side of the wall, so it won't show through, which is also nice, really nice to know. You can get cliff plats going all the way back, but this could be dino storage if you wanted to, or just another hidden base. But up here, I'm pretty sure there's a base that you're going to have to watch a video for. I did a whole base build with that, and there's a sneaky one up there. So make sure to check those videos out because I go into depth about what you have to do and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, so it's a super awesome base spot. that I definitely recommend everyone to try out and kind of build in, because it's not somewhere that people really build. I'm amazed that I survived down here, knowing that there's a base spot up there and all the way up in there. But yeah, this is another one that you could either use for dino storage or just a normal kind of one to hide away from kind of alpha tribes. It survived until I left the server. So it's overall amazing base location, and I highly recommend it to anyone that is building on any kind of dedicated. Unfortunately, you can't build on official, but yeah, that's really it for this base location. Let's head over to the fourth base location on this list. Alright, so we're at the fourth base location on this list, and it takes place in the swamp. I haven't really kind of got any base spots in the swamp, so this is a good spot for any of you who kind of want to hide away from kind of the natural population. No one looks in the swamp for base locations, so this is a pretty good one, but it is pretty deadly. Of course, you've got capros, sarcos, snakes, all that deadly stuff, so make sure that you kind of are able to build here and defend it off. But as you can see, there's a little kind of weird meshy kind of spot. Make sure, because there's a little hole here in the top, so don't think that this is the only entrance. You've got a little hole in the top, so be careful of that, be mindful of it. But overall, it's a decent sized spot, I got to admit. It's got a lot to offer. This base spot is located at 26 latitude and 32.8 longitude. So it's on it's by the centre island, of course, but on the kind of charcoal area, snow side. Come down here beside this rock, and as you can see, it's a decent sized kind of base. I definitely wouldn't build here till kind of late game. Definitely a good early game spot for you just to get like an Indie Forge up or some turrets to move into a bigger alpha spot. If you want to know what kind of alpha spots I'm on about, look at my previous videos. I do builds for them and all that sort of stuff, so it's super good. But yeah, that's it for this base location. Let's head over to the final base location on this list. Alright, so we're at the final base location. Unfortunately, this has come to the end of the video, so it's annoying, but this base location is kind of amazing. I'm surprised I haven't seen anyone building it, because not many people think to kind of upload, well, not even find it. It's super weird. But yeah, you're going to need fur again, unfortunately, because you are basically by the snow. But basically, you want to come to 27.1 latitude and 23.7 longitude. And when you come to these coordinates, there's like a little mesh hole down here. Not a little mesh hole, but like a kind of little gap between like the mountain and the earth, and it kind of just kind of landslides down, and you can get a decent little base down here. I'd highly recommend it being like open planned with a turret tower or like some sort of just inside turrets. But try not to build out too much because you kind of want to stay hidden. Again, not a late game kind of base location, but for an early game kind of PvP base location, or if you want to troll on a server, then I would highly recommend building in one of these base locations on this list, because it's going to keep you hidden and people are going to wonder where the hell your base location's at. But that's the end of this video, guys. If you do want to find out more about the center map, because I've got tons and tons of kind of videos and base locations, all that sort of stuff, and there's even more hidden base spots that I've made in previous videos, so go definitely check those out. But yeah, that's really it. Make sure to check out my Discord if you want to talk to me about any sort of video ideas. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.